Hello students and welcome to SmartKidz tutorials. Goa Board has released the term 2 dates, that means the schedule for when you will be having different papers in April 2023 for SSC. So let's quickly go through and see when you will have which paper and a few instructions to go with it. So Class 10 exams will begin from 1st April 2023. This was also told previously when I had announced the Term 1 examinations. The first paper will be beginning from the 1st of April 2023 and the last date of exam would be 22nd April 2023. Now mind you, though for Goa Board the exams finish on 22nd April, that doesn't mean all the students will finish their exams on 22nd April. You will see that there are different dates. You will, if you have a look, the first paper is on 1st April and the last paper is on 22nd April. You may think that it's going to be so long. It's not that long. It is long. But it's not going to be till 22nd for all of y'all. Okay, we'll see for whom it ends on 22nd April. So you will be informed at which center you will be answering your exam. By now you know how the seating arrangement is, and you should be having your hall ticket and how you need to be at an examination center in time, and you know the drill. So the practical examination, this was even pointed out before in term 1 video that I had made. Practical examination for NSQF subjects will be held from 3rd March 2023 onwards. Practical examination for science, that is for general, and for CWSN, that is children with special needs students, for geography, history, and yes, for science, will be held from 1st March 2023. The dates you will come to know later on. Practical exams for pre-vocational or CWSN special subjects will be held from 13th April 2023 onwards. So examination begins at 9:30 AM. Now this is different to what you had in the first term. In the first term it was in the afternoon. Now for the second term it's going to be in the morning. The reason why you had in the afternoon for term 1 is because till 9th standard classes were going on. Now since you're beginning on 1st of April, by that time classes till 9th standard or till class 9 will be over by then. So each day it will begin at 9:30 AM and you are advised to be there half an hour prior to the examination. I would suggest be there more than half an hour, if preferably 1 hour prior to the examination. That will help you to get a feel of the environment. It will also help you to revise with your friends and be calm. That is more important. When you're calm, your mind works better than when you're nervous and disturbed and so forth. So if you arrive late, so this is something we sometimes happen to be late for some reasons. Most of the time I know that you will not be late on purpose, but certain circumstances are unavoidable or not in our hand. Then you should know till when you are allowed entry into the classroom or the examination hall. So if you are late beyond 30 minutes, that means after 10 o'clock or 10 and beyond, you will not be allowed to appear for that particular paper. You will have to forfeit that. So it will be regarded as you have abstained or not appeared for that particular paper. So that will amount to disqualification in that particular subject. So make sure that you are well ahead of time. Don't look to be on time and definitely not late. But if you are late, then you should know that you have like a grace period of 30 minutes. Within that period of time, if you manage to reach the examination center, you will be allowed to answer your paper. Okay. So candidates, now this is for those who have not prepared at all and would like to leave the examination. You are this I would not really advise, but you will not be allowed to leave the examination hall, center or classroom before 10 a.m. So 9:30 your paper begins. Half an hour you have to sit over there. So you cannot move on. Similarly, half an hour is the grace period given if you are late. Beyond that, you will not be allowed entry. So remember these points. So let's begin. So on the first day, that is on the 1st of April, which happens to be a Saturday, you will have your first language, which is English. Now, if you notice over here, there's 40 marks and 80 marks. Now, ignore the 80 marks that you have, okay? You just focus on the 40 marks. 80 marks is for those students who have failed and who have applied for re-examination. That is for those who have failed in 2021 or 2022. Okay, it's for them. They have to appear for the whole syllabus. That is why it is 80 marks for them. So you ignore, that is not for you. For you, it's 40 marks. Now, English paper, general is English paper for everybody. And for those with children with special needs, you will also be having the same thing. Kindly note the timing. For those general students, it is 9:30 to 11 a.m. only. Whereas with children with special needs, it is 9:30 a.m. to 11:30. So 2 hours. But otherwise, it will be, on the general note, it's going to be 1.5 hour only. Okay. So you'll have English on that day. This is for some other students. But generally, it will be English. That's on 1st of April, Saturday. Next, we come to 3rd of April, and you will be having a third language. For most, it will be either Konkani or Marathi, but for some, it could also be Portuguese, French, and so forth. So that again, on Monday, 3rd of April, and 9:30 a.m. it begins till 11 a.m. Okay, for 40 marks. Next, on 4th April, for general students, there's nothing. For CWSN students, there's Home Vegetable Garden. That begins at 9:30 a.m. To 11 a.m. 20 marks. Again, for those who have failed and applied for re-examination, for them it is 40 marks. So those who are appearing for the first time, you may ignore that. On 5th of April, that is Wednesday, general students will be having Maths level 2. So this is only for students who have opted for Maths level 2, and it will be at 9:30 a.m. and you're given a 15 minutes extra grace period. So that's instead of ending at 11 a.m. you will finish at 11:15 a.m. for 40 marks. So on Thursday, 6th of April, you will have Fundamentals of Bakery. That's at 9:30 a.m. and it will finish at 11 a.m. That is for CWSN students. On 8th of April, that is a Saturday, Maths level 1 students will be having their paper. It will begin at 9:30 a.m. and like Maths level 2 paper, it will also finish at 11:15 a.m. an extra 15 minutes for you. 10th of April, that is on Monday, you will be having second language. Okay, so that's Hindi. Okay, and Sanskrit for those who are opting for second language composite, and it's also second language for CWSN. So 9:30 it will begin and 11:30 so it will get over. So 2 hours paper. 11th April 2023. So you have tailoring and cutting. That's for CWSN students. 9:30 it begins. 11 o'clock it gets over. 1.5 hour. On Wednesday, that is 12th of April, science students will be appearing, and it will begin at 9:30 a.m. and get over at 11 a.m. So 1.5 hour paper. and even CWSN students will be having general science on that day. That would be for 2 hours. On Thursday, that is 13th of April, this drawing and painting for CWSN students begins at 9:30 am and gets over at 11 am, 1.5 hours. On Saturday, 15th of April, you will be having your history paper, the general students, and for CWSN students, they will be having the history and political science. Now, for general category students, it will start at 9:30 and end at 10:30 because it's only a 20 marks paper, so just 1 hour. Whereas for CWSN students, it will begin at 9:30 am but end at 11:30 am because they have a 40 marks paper. On Monday, 17th of April, general students will be having the geography paper, that's social science paper 2, and the CWSN students will also be having geography and economics. So for general category students, it begins at 9:30, ends at 10:30 am for 20 marks, 1 hour paper. And for CWSN students, it begins at 9:30 am, ends at 11:30 am for 40 marks. So with that, the general category students end, that was their last paper, whereas CWSN students opting for other subjects continue, and they are the ones who complete on 22nd of April. So we'll see what paper they have on 22nd. So for those who have opted for astronomy, they will be having their paper at 9:30 am to 10:30 am, 20 marks. That's on Tuesday, 18th of April. And these are the list of subjects. Those who have opted for this vocational subjects over here, they also will be having their examination from 9:30 am to 10:30 am on the same day for 20 marks each. Next, 19th of April, that's Wednesday. Those who have opted for basic floriculture or desktop publishing, that's for CWSN students, they will be having the examination from 9:30 am to 11 am, 1.5 hours, 20 marks each for each. 20 marks each for each of the subjects. On Thursday, 20th of April, those who have opted for pre-vocational subjects will be answering their paper. That's from 9:30 am to 10:30 am, 1 hour for 20 marks. Now, on Friday, 21st of April, CWSN students answering data processing paper will be answering from 9:30 am to 11 am, 1.5 hours. And finally, we come to the 22nd of April, which is also for CWSN students, basic cookery from 9:30 am to 11 am, and that's for 20 marks as well. Okay, so with that, we come to an end of the schedule. And this is for general students. I've just made a brief note, so this will help you to follow. On the 1st of April, you will be having English paper. On 3rd of April, it will be a third language, which will be the Konkani, Marathi, French, Portuguese, or whatever other third language that you have opted for. On 5th of April, you will be having Maths Level 2, those who have opted for Level 2 Maths. On 8th of April, Maths Level 1 students will be answering their paper. There is a big gap for Maths Level 1 students. After 3rd, they are directly answering on the 8th. So, make sure to take advantage of this number of days that you have got to practice and prepare yourself for your paper. On 10th April, it will be Hindi. On 12th April, it will be Science, and on 15th, it will be Social Science. And finally, on 17th of April, that will be your last paper, that will be Social Science 2, that is Geography. So make a note of all this and the schedule, the list, entire list, for those who want a copy of that, a soft copy of that. I will be put, there will be a link in the description box below. You can find it over there. That will take you to the website where I have uploaded it already. You can download your own copy and keep it for further use. Okay, let's move further. So some instructions. So repeater candidates of April 2022 registered for April 2023 and not appeared in the first term shall be able to answer the examination, but they'll have to study the entire syllabus, and hence they have got those 80 marks. So I've told you before, now you know exactly for whom those 80 marks are for. Similarly, repeater candidates of April 2021 and prior registered for April 2023 examination shall answer with entire syllabus, that is for 80 marks once again. The board makes it very clear that under no circumstances examinations shall be postponed even though any day is declared as a public holiday. There are public holidays coming in between. The board has already made provisions for that. But apart from that, if something else comes in between, then the board will not consider that, and you will be having your examination as scheduled. So this is your final schedule. You will be having your examination as per this schedule. There are other holidays coming like Good Friday and maybe something else. The board has already made provisions for that. So you need not worry about that, whether you will be having a holiday or not. You already have a holiday. This is for any other thing, for any other purpose. Maybe the government declares a holiday, okay, then that will not be considered for you. You will follow the schedule that has been given by Goa Board at the moment, unless otherwise instructed by Goa Board itself. Do not be tensed on and do not follow any rumors around. Wait for instructions from your school, from your center. SOPs, that is standard operating procedures for conduct of examination, will be intimated well in advance, like whether you need to wear mask and calm and whatnot, what you need to bring along with what things you can bring, cannot bring for the examination, certain other instructions, okay, prior to entering the examination hall, that will be given to you later on. So with this we come to the end of this video. I hope you found this video informative. I've tried to give you the schedule. You can share this video with your friends and classmates, and like this video, because when you like this video, it gets saved in your like playlist, which you can always refer to at least till the time you appear for your examination in April 2023. So do not forget to share this with as many friends and classmates as possible. They will also benefit like you have. Please do like the video if you have liked watching this video, and also, as I told you, it will keep a copy of it in your like playlist. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. There are many more videos on the way that will help you achieve success in your upcoming examination. Thank you for watching, and keep watching for more such videos. Thank you.